This video is to introduce our UDL project. The UDL project is going to be in two parts. The first part, which is this week, is learning all about universal design for learning, which you'll do in the module. Once you've learned all about universal design for learning, you're going to create a very simple lesson plan. We'll have a separate video on the lesson plan and the corresponding project itself. But in the lesson plan, what you'll do is pick a Common Core standard, Ohio Common Core standard, as we've done in all the other projects. You will take that Ohio Common Core standard and devise ways to invoke the three UDL principles: multiple means of engagement, multiple means of representation, and multiple means of action and expression. So we're just going to brainstorm ideas, no tech, low tech, and high tech ideas. So this could be things like doing a diorama, which is no tech. Low tech could be building a diorama, but making a video of it. And then high tech could be building an environment within Minecraft for education. So we're just going to brainstorm those ideas. How can we engage interest and motivation through multiple means of engagement? What are several ways that we can represent the material, multiple means of representation? And then how can we have different ways that students can show us that they've mastered the content, multiple means of action and expression? We're going to be using the UDL guidelines, which you'll learn about in your module. And these guidelines have certain checkpoints. The checkpoints will be almost like your standards that you've pulled. So you're going to try to find activities that go along with these checkpoints. And it could be something as simple as one of the checkpoints is have alternate means of auditory information. So that could be a checkpoint that you pull, and you could say, I'm going to have not only a video, but I'm going to have a transcript to go with it. So that's how we're going to approach the lesson plan. The second part of the project will be to actually create an augmented reality experience. I know a lot of people get stressed when I say this project, and I've used it in various other classes, but I guarantee you it's not something that you cannot do, because the app that we're going to use, Metaverse, is a very intuitive type app. All of the coding and things like that for the augmented reality are built into the application. So what it becomes is a way to storyboard an experience, and then the storyboard comes to life automatically. So what you're going to be doing is creating scenes that you string together. So it's a logical kind of a application. But the kicker is when the student or the user actually goes through the experience, the characters and scenes and things like that can be brought into our world, which is augmented reality, bringing computer things into our world. So if you're using an astronaut, for example, you can put the astronaut on your desk. And so it's just a way to engage students into an experience. The actual experience itself can be anything from a Pokemon Go type game to a review of a lesson, to trivia, to a photo op. And we'll talk more about that in a separate video. But I did want to explain that this is going to be a challenge, and it's okay. Your experience might not even work at the end, but the idea is to give it a try, to do your best to make this experience, try some new outside of the box, maybe beyond your comfort zone type application, and see what you can come up with. I'll be here to help you all along the way with videos or in person if you need to, and we'll see what we can come up with. In the past, I've had amazing experiences. I also wanted to show you just a little bit of what an augmented reality metaverse experience looks like. Now, again, don't get freaked out by the number of lines and things like this, but this is generally how you're going to create your metaverse experience. You're going to have these little cards that you'll see on the screen that you basically tell what's in each of these scenes. You string them together in logical order, saying which scene should come after which scene. And then you have a little bit of logical blocks in here that just tell the user which options they have and points them to the correct scene after that. Again, don't get overwhelmed. This is definitely doable. This is quite a big scene right here. Yours won't be quite as big, and I'll do a video walkthrough of building one of these as well. When you get done and the user actually pulls it up on an Apple product, a tablet, an iPhone, this is what they'll see. So they can bring in one of these characters can actually come into our world and you can interact with them. So relax, and we're going to enjoy the experience. I just want to let you know that they use it in classrooms where kids are actually doing this type of software. So it is doable, and we'll talk more about this later. This is just a quick overview of the project, and as I mentioned, we'll talk some more later.